lights, camera.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll run it here. This is James White. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Brady He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mayfield on play action. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First carry for Nick Chubb. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go, D.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I
didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
We're scoreless after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, right now in the 2nd quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Big stop, let's go.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need...
And this is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 58 yards, as his guys is our first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Brady to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Now Brady, he gets it to James White, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now Brady. That's complete to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it was the LA Chargers who will continue on in the playoffs as they were able to eliminate the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wild card game.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league, those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Chubb on the counter, fighting through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we're 33. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Stop your whining.
To throw again. Brady. And that is incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you fought your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
20.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get up.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Beckham. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.